my friends, starting in our child's pose, knees open maybe a little wider than the hips, toes, big toes touching. Reach those arms forward and rest your forehead onto the floor, letting your eyes start to close. And already we're taking some deep breaths here. So fill up as deep as you can get. And then open mouth, exhale, and just melt. Try to relax your body, releasing tension with every exhale. And as you inhale, feel the back body rise and the ribs expand, lower back inflating. Exhaling, relaxing into your toes and ankles, into the knees and the hips. Okay. And take a few more breaths here. Just starting to internalize our awareness, right? Creating a little bit of darkness around our eyelids as our head is resting close to the mat, close to the floor. Really a grounding position, so allowing yourself to just sort of land. Feeling many parts of your body resting on the floor, including your face, and your hands and your knees, right? And so just allow yourself to just dive in. Land where you are and sink deeper. Feel the tension release out of your body. And surprise yourself. Even if you feel relaxed with your exhale, relax more. And maybe you need intention, right? Thinking about your hands specifically, and then exhaling. Can you relax any little tiny muscle in your hands, anywhere? And keep doing that, tracing your awareness from spot to spot on the body. Shoulders, neck, mid back, and the hips. And taking inventory energetically, how are you starting to feel now? Maybe you feel yourself starting to settle down as we rest here. Or maybe you feel a little impatient because you had an afternoon coffee. I don't know. Or just notice. Are your hands moving? Are your fingers twitching as they do without you actually thinking about it? Is your body doing something here unconsciously? Right, those unconscious movements of itching itches, adjusting clothing. Just allow yourself to rest and become aware, creating a watchful sense of awareness. And just a couple more breaths here, and maybe your breath has become passive, so try to be intentional. Great. And then we're going to just simply lift the head up. Push into your hands. Bring those hands a little closer to you, enough to thread your left arm underneath the right. Rest your left shoulder kind of in the middle of the mat, just on the outer edge of that shoulder. Rest the left side of your head there. And then just allow yourself to sink against that left shoulder versus trying to make this a twist yet. You will, because we're going to do some twisting. But just breathe into that left shoulder, specifically in your back. And breathe into the lung right behind that shoulder bone, your scapula. You have a little wing on your back. Take one more breath here. And then just push into the right hand to remove the left and switch. Right arm comes under, your head rests, that left shoulder rests, and we just get heavy, not even worrying about a twist, because we will get there. Noticing any tingling sensation, right? Numbness. We restrict blood flow, right, with this compression around the knees and the hips. Good, and then just press into the left hand, remove the right, and switch again. Left arm threading under the right, head resting, and then we'll twist. So bring your right hand in front of your face with your fingertips on the floor, and then press into that right hand a little bit, starting to feel the elbow lift and your shoulder lift a little, and creating a little twist in the mid upper back. Don't force it or anything, just observe how it feels. You feel something in the sideways. So now take a deep breath and then notice how the breath helps you stretch. Relax your head and neck more, your jaw more. And then last breath right here. And then let yourself get heavy, plant into the right hand and remove the left arm, and we'll switch again. Right arm threading under, rest your head heavy. Good, and then right away, slide your left fingertips in front of your face, push into that hand gently, noticing the difference in how you feel. Take a deep breath once you feel a difference in the stretch. And then exhale there. Notice what releases after a full breath, right? As you inhale, you stretch. As you exhale, you release. Last breath here. And then get heavy, press into the left hand, remove the right arm, and come right up to your tabletop position. Bring your knees a little closer, find yourself in the middle of the mat. And then fingers wide, we'll start with cow pose. Exhaling, drop the belly down, feel your tailbone lift. Pull the heart forward slightly through the arms and lift up through the chin. And then exhale, round your spine, tucking your tailbone, squeezing the glutes, pulling them forward, chin to your chest. Inhale, cow pose, letting your elbows bend a little and the creases of your elbows point forward. Exhale, those creases kind of face each other as you round your back and you're coming into internal rotation in the shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly, go into external rotation with your shoulders, even feeling like your fingers and hands are trying to spiral open and out towards the edges of the mat. Exhale, feel the spiral go in the opposite direction towards the inner center of your mat as you come into internal. A couple more, and of course, invite any movements in that feel natural and authentic for your body, right? There's maybe always an additional movement that your body wants. We all sit and do different things in our day, sit, stand, walk, run, whatever. Hike, bike, cycle, kayak, all the things. And so just feel into what is going on in your body right now, right? What you've been doing the past few days, right? What you're doing today, right now to nourish the body. Let's do just a couple more breaths. Anything is good. Okay, last full round. And then tabletop. Right leg steps back, toes on the floor, push the heel back, feel the back of the leg stretch a bit. Your calf, engage your belly, good. And then bring your weight forward so your shoulders are over the wrist, lift the right leg. Slowly slide the left hand forward, about a handprint. Can you keep your right leg floating as you open and stack that right hip on top of the left? Push into the top of that left foot. Now you might want to swoop that left heel behind you, totally fine if you want to do that. Little extra test of balance is keeping your left foot on your mat, and then inhale your right arm up, right? Because I love balancing and it's challenging. So the right toes are pointing over towards the right side, feeling that leg is really strong. The outer hip is lifting that leg higher, rolling your shoulders on your back, feel your chest broaden, and keep your breath steady. Good. Feel your hips start to push over and open towards the right side. Awesome. Take another breath. Slowly drop your right foot to the floor. Awesome. Now swoop that left heel behind you if you haven't already. Engage your glutes and start pushing your hips forward a little more. Roll the shoulders back. Feel that your side body, your whole body, your spine is nice and long. And then lift that right leg up again. Bottom of your foot is facing the back of the room, the back of that mat. So it's like you're stepping on the wall behind you. Now bend your right knee, grab your ankle or your foot. First, a quad stretch, pulling your ankle in towards your glute. Feel your knee reaching towards the back of the room, right? Elongating through your thigh and into your hip flexors. Take a full breath and squeeze your core in as you exhale. You're actually engaging your psoas muscle as you're doing that. You're helping to kind of elongate your lower back where it naturally wants to feel a little more of a back bend. Take another breath. Last one here. And then just release your foot. Let that right leg go straight. It's beautiful. Drop the foot to the floor. The whole bottom of your foot is on the mat now. Outer edge of your foot is rooting. Take a breath. And as you exhale, swoop your right arm underneath you, between your left wrist and knee. Engage that left sideways. Keep pushing into your left hand so that arm stays straight and reach behind you. Inhale, bring the right arm back up. Exhale, thread it underneath you. Inhale it back up. Exhale, thread it under you, look behind you. 2 more here, inhaling it up. Exhale, swoop it under. Inhale. Right leg is strong. Exhale, push into that left hand. Inhale, back up. And then right hand to the floor, tabletop. Swoop that right ankle back onto the mat. Bring the right knee down. Curl your toes, come to sit on your heels and just shake out that left wrist a bit. Feel free to shake out the right too, why not? Why not? Take a breath. All right, now release your hands back down. Fingers wide, left toes. Land on the floor behind you, straightening that leg. So push the heel back. Oh yeah, feels good. Nice little calf stretch there, stretching through your Achilles tendon, your heel. Take a full breath in and out. And then bring your weight forward, lift the left leg up. All right, now slide your right hand forward a little bit. So you're bringing that ankle or the wrist a little bit ahead of your shoulder, okay? Just helping to cover some surface area. Fingers wide, push into that right hand, push into your right knee and the top of your foot and start to feel your left toes point out to the side and start to stack that left hip on top of your right. Find your stability on that right hand, right knee, right foot. Maybe your right ankle moves behind you and then slowly float that left arm up. Feel that left leg be really strong. Again, it's like you're standing on the wall behind you. Start to engage your core and feel your hips push towards the left. So you're actually engaging your glutes and helping to press your hips forward too. Feel the front of your pelvis pull up towards your chest, roll the shoulders on your back, and then drop that foot to the floor. Beautiful. Swoop the right ankle behind you now. Find this alignment nice and strong. So your wrist, your right knee, and your left ankle are in one line. Engage your glutes, push your hips towards the left, open up across the front body. Start maybe looking up here. And then we're gonna lift the left leg up again. Bend the left knee, grab for your foot or ankle, and start squeezing your ankle into your glute, making this a quad stretch. Left knee reaching to the back room. Engage the core, pulling those front ribs in. Even that bottom rib cage, right? Feel that bottom rib cage engage. Good, that kneecap is energetically reaching back, like you're being pulled back there, elongating those muscle fibers. One more breath. Long, steady breath, right? What is your breath like right now? Then mindfully release your foot. Let that leg go long, keep it up, left arm up, and then drop the foot down. Whole bottom of your foot lands, engage that thigh, squeeze your glutes, push it to the left, shoulders rolling back, take a breath. Exhale, swoop that left arm down underneath you, reach behind, look behind you, engaging the core. Inhale, lift the left arm back up, look up, watch your hand even. Exhale, watch your hand as it swoops under you, reaching, looking back. Inhale again, all the way up. Exhale, swoop under. Inhaling up. 2 more times, exhale, swoop under, press out of that right hand, really engaging and curving this right side. Inhale, all the way. Exhale, get empty. Inhale all the way back up. And then the left hand releases down. You can push into that left hand and right hand to lift your right knee and then bring that foot back on. So you're not kind of like squeezing the skin on your knee, you know, it hurts. Curl your toes, come to sit on your heels, shake it out again. Shake, 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 shake. Both hands, bring them above your head if you want. All right, and then back down. Fingers wide, downward facing dog is where we'll go. I'll meet you there. Shed Malaya. All right, we're gonna do some sun salutations to warm up, and then we will continue flowing. Chair pose, stuff like that. Bend your knees in your down dog a little bit to feel your tailbone reaching up, flipping your pelvis up, right? Like there's a string on your tailbone lifting to the back corner of the room. And then from your calves to your heels, feel the heels pull down, right? So that little bend in your knees stays, helping you to find more length in the spine. Down dog's all about spinal extension. So relax the head more. Even bring your chin to your chest, right? Feel the length in the back of the neck. Core is nice and strong. Shoulders are as broad as you can get them. And one more breath right here. And then we'll inhale to bend the knees deeply. Look forward at your hands, and you can even bring your weight forward slightly here to help you with the transition of stepping your feet between your hands. Once you're there, inhale, hands on your shins, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward, keeping a little bend in your knees. We're going to hang out for a few breaths, so grab your elbows and sway in your Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Rocking and swaying your torso left to right, side to side, and even creating a little bit of a little kind of like a rotation in a way. You're more so scrunching the left and right side, waist / spine. So you're swaying to the left, but then you rotate so that your forearms, inner forearms, are like facing the outer shin, and then rotate to the other side. So you can feel your hips start to sway in the opposite direction to help you get your torso really far over there. Keep going. And then we'll pause any movement, rest at center, drop your arms, engage your belly, bend the knees, and roll to standing. Taking your time, roll the shoulders up and back, circle the arms to the sun, palms meeting, looking up, hands to your heart center as you exhale, closing your eyes. Take a full breath here. Keeping your hands at your heart center, just taking a moment to internalize your awareness again, maybe even feeling your heart beating beneath the layer of your thumb knuckles. Let a little smile come upon your face, and just pause here to reflect on something that you can be grateful for. Right, among all of the chaos and news and stress of election and all the things in our world, what do you have to be grateful for? Find just one thing. Maybe there's lots of things and they're just flooding in because you're so lucky. Now smile at that thing or those things. Take a full breath in. Feel that gratitude in your heart. Just be thankful. And release your hands. Let your eyes open. Inhale the arms all the way up and some sun sallies. Exhale, open your arms out wide, fold forward. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, half forward fold. Exhale, plant your hands, find your plank pose. Fingers wide, toes are wide, feet are hip distance, legs are strong. I'm gonna talk you through chaturanga today, so flow with me and choose to drop your knees first to support your back. Inhale from your plank, shift your weight forward. Inner creases of your elbows rotate to the front of the mat. So when you bend your elbows, they squeeze in towards your ribs as the bones point straight back, taking your sweet time all the way down, right? Take even 3 to 5 seconds and we'll meet on our belly. Inhale, lift your hands. Engage your glutes, lift up, roll the shoulders on the back. Exhale, lower down. Do that 2 more times, easy cobra. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders, lift the head, chest, shoulders, hands. Exhale, lower. And again, inhale. Feet stay on the floor. Exhale, lower. Good. Curl your toes. Push up to your knees or your plank pose. And then bend the knees to shift back and up to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Open mouth, exhale. A couple more. Relaxing your head nice and heavy. Look to the right, look to the left. Move your hips right and left, right. Just stretch however you need to in this beautiful full body stretch posture. All right, bend the knees in your inhale. Exhale on your way to your forward fold. So you're empty when you get there. Then we inhale, lift halfway. Exhale and fold all the way down. Arms reach up by your hips, pulling your torso all the way up with an inhale. Engage your glutes, arms reaching up to the sun. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a full breath. Release your hands. Circle them all the way out and up. Back bending a little bit here. Squeezing your glutes, hips push forward. And then exhale, dive to your forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, leading with the opposite leg. If you don't remember, it's okay. Find your plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, take your time, 3 to 5 seconds, chaturanga. Even if your knees drop down first, do that. Take your time, resist the temptation to drop. Inhale, hands track back. Feeling your torso and your whole body weight really shift forward, lift up through the crown of the head, squeeze the elbows in, roll the shoulders on the back, and then exhale, lower back down. Inhale again, cobra. Exhale, lower.
One more, squeeze those glutes, push your pelvis down, engage your belly. Exhale and lower. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Full round of breath. A few more breaths here. Really setting yourself up. If you want to find stillness, maybe a little quicker as you meet this posture, go for it. Right? Find yourself kind of in a meditative state when you land in your down dog. Right? Just knowing this posture, landing strong and stable. Last full breath. Inhale, bend the knees. Look forward. Exhale to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to standing. Back bending. Exhale, hands to your heart. One full breath in. Exhale, hands by your hips. Last one. Inhale, arms up, back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Step back, plank pose. In breath to shift your weight forward. Exhale, knees or full body lowering for 3 to 5 seconds. Inhaling into cobra or pressing into your hands and tops of the feet. Squeeze the glutes and legs up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath here. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more. Last one, long and steady. Inhale, bend the knees. Looking forward, exhale to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms reach up, pulling you up. Inhaling to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. One full breath. And release, hands by your hips. Stay here. If you want to keep your hands resting together, palms meeting and feeling your heart beating, really great way to just internalize your awareness. Staying here in our standing rest for a few more breaths. Strong and steady body, right? So feet are rooted, legs are strong and engaged, glutes are tight, hips are rooting down, and spine is lengthening up. One more breath here. Excuse me, we'll release our hands down. Awesome. Here we go, chair pose. Okay, we haven't done it in a long time, so you're welcome for bringing it back. All right, so bend the knees, hands down, fingers, middle fingers graze the floor. So just bring those middle fingers to touch. Now bring your elbows onto your thighs. Onto your thighs. Engage your glutes here, feeling like you're trying to tuck your tailbone underneath you, right? Engage your lower belly in the front body, and then float your hands by your hips. Weight is in your heels. Roll the shoulders back so you start to feel your chest puff forward, but keep squeezing your glutes like you're trying to pull the tailbone under you, and that front belly is lifting to the chest. Feel the shoulder blades, your scapula, pull down the back body. Feeling that energy reach out through your fingers as your fingers kind of reach down to the floor behind you. Take another breath. Engage the belly. Hands to your heart. Nothing moves in this posture except for your arms and the upper body. Right hand to your outer right thigh. Take a breath. Exhale, bring your left elbow to the outer right thigh. So dip your torso down. Just tap that elbow there. Start pushing your left elbow into the knee. Stay here. Look at your knees. See that the left knee is pulling back so that both knees are parallel to each other, to the front of the mat. And now make a fist with your right hand. Push that fist into your left palm and start rotating a little more. But keep squeezing your glutes. Keep squeezing the belly. Steady the breath. Gaze down to see that those kneecaps stay parallel here. Weight is still in your heels. Another big inhale. Last exhale. Hands to your heart. One inhale here, and then fold forward, release. Beautiful work. Relax your head, nod yes and no. Knees can be bent. Hands can be on your elbows. Just a couple more. One more breath. Great. Bend your knees. Middle fingers tap the floor, sinking your hips low, weight in your heels. Squeeze those glutes, elbows come to your knees. Let's just start there. Squeeze your glutes, tailbone is tucking, lower belly feels tight. Now just float your hands by your hips and then worry about your spine. Pulling your chest forward, so you actually lift a little. Keep those glutes squeezing, keep your lower belly tight. Take a breath in. Exhale here, hands to your heart. Left hand to the outer left thigh. Keeping your knees parallel to the front of the mat here. Slowly bring that right elbow to the outer left thigh or knee. Good. Look at the knees. Feel the right hip move back. Weight is still on your heels. And then left hand makes a fist. And we push it into that right palm. Inhale, a long spine, heart lifting. Exhale, engage the belly and hug the right ribs under you. Couple more. Long and steady. Squeeze those glutes. Keep the tummy tight. Hands to your heart center. Inhaling there. Exhale, fold forward. Awesome work. Simultaneously, we're going to be stretching our glutes and working our glutes, actually. You're welcome. Let your head be heavy here. Grab the elbows. Just decompress in a forward fold. Take another breath. Release your hands. Plant them down. Step back to plank pose. From your plank, nice and strong, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga or half. Slowly. Inhale, easy cobra, cobra or up dog. Glutes tight wherever you're going. Exhale, we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Full breath. Couple more. Last one here. Drop your knees down. Find your child's pose. Rest for a moment. Flipping the palms up maybe, or palms can come together. Your elbows can bend and you can inch those elbows forward. Resting your hands behind the head or on your shoulders too. Steady the breath. Release those hands onto the floor again. Let's lift up to our tabletop position, staying here. Tabletop, inhale the right arm all the way up to the sun. Threading the needle, right arm comes down between the left wrist and knee. Drop that shoulder into the center of the mat. Drop your head heavily. Start to press the outer hand, the back of your right hand into the floor. And press into that left hand too to start feeling your spine rotating. Use your breath to find space and release. Couple more. I'll actually do a few more here, and there is an option to bind, so I'll talk you through it. Left arm can lift up here. You've got to keep that right arm really rooting down into the floor, keeping that right arm, that's your foundation, right? So press into the earth. Left hand flying in the air, flip the palm. Let's just go ahead and flip the palm face behind you. Bend the elbow, and the back of your hand can rest on your lower back, or to the outer right hip, or see if your fingers can nestle under there onto that right thigh. Keep pressing into the right hand, opening your chest to face this left side. Steady the breath. Last one. Release the left hand, bringing that hand to the floor. Press into that hand to lift yourself up. Bring the right arm all the way back up to the sun. Take your time. Look up, reach up, and then release that right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. Full breath.
Exhale.
Swoop it underneath the right wrist and knee or between, and then drop the left shoulder in the center of the mat. And you want to focus on keeping your hips right on top of your knees. So notice if you're like really far back here and you're in a kind of like threaded child's pose. We want to be in a threaded tabletop type position, like even a threaded puppy pose, if you will. And then press into that right hand. Start to open up your chest. Push into the back of the left arm, hand, fingernails even. So you're activating the muscles around your left scapula, helping you to open up into a rotation here. Use your belly to breathe. Try to neutralize the weight on your knees. Typically, most of the weight will go onto that left knee, so try to neutralize it, keeping your spine in a straight line. Good. Now keep the engagement of that left arm rooting down, reach the right arm up, flip the palm behind you and bend the elbow, hand to your lower back. Maybe to the outer left hip, or wrapping those fingers around to your left thigh, and then activate that left arm, pushing into the floor to open up more. Take a couple breaths, a few more, more than a couple if you're okay. Notice how you're feeling, what's going on here. Where can you relax? Can your feet relax? Your feet really don't have to help you. Feel that arm help you. Last full breath. Inhale the right arm up, right hand to the floor. Push, lift the left all the way up to the sun. Exhale that hand down to the earth, tabletop position. Do a couple cat and cows if you want to, but ultimately we'll meet in our downward facing dog. So find and meet us there. Lifting your hips up high, bend the knees, relax the head. One big breath in, open mouth, exhale. Beautiful. Let's lift the right leg up, bend that right knee, open up the hips. You're stacking that right hip on top of the left, lifting up through the right knee. So your legs are separating, like you're splitting them. And then inhale to straighten the right leg, point the toes. Exhale, bring that knee to your nose, rounding your back. And then look between your hands, drop that foot between your hands. You can use your right hand to get it there. Drop the left knee to the floor, keep your left toes curled, press into your right foot, lift into a low lunge. Really pressing into those back toes. You should start to feel a little stretch on that left thigh. Take a full breath in, lengthen, 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 and then bend the left elbow, grab that up, left elbow with your right hand. Start to pull the head back, pressing the head into your forearm. Engage that left glute. Feel that your chest is parallel to the front of the mat and take an inhale. As you exhale, tilt over towards your right hand side. Feeling the stretch through the whole front left hip. Another big breath. Keep breathing. Keep rooting. Pushing into your right foot. Pushing into the left toes. One more breath. Awesome. Inhale, straighten up those arms too, and then hands can come to your heart. Right hand to your outer right thigh, then left elbow meeting the outer right knee. So lean into it, let that elbow land, fist in your right hand pushes into that left palm, rotating you into a twist here. Find your breath. Roll the shoulders on your back. Maybe your gaze moves up past that right shoulder, but feel your neck get long. So pull the chin away from your shoulder and your chest. Now root into the big toe mound on that right foot. Find the breath. Another one. Beautiful. And then slowly lift up and release. Arms can come up, sink into your hips now, allowing yourself to just rest out of rooting down. Another inhale, and then fold forward, resting your hands down. Just move the hips back to straighten that leg, releasing that bend. Inhale to lengthen the spine as your tailbone reaches back. Exhale, half split, Tadasana. Another full inhale and full exhale. Good. Settle into the posture just a little more. Start to relax your head. And then we'll come forward again. Rebending that right knee. Let's go ahead and lift the left knee, float the right leg all the way back to your three-legged dog, opening up that hip, lifting your right hip on top of the left, pressing into your hands. Now we're not going to flip the dog, but we're going to balance on the left hand and the left foot. Right, my movers, you guys know this class or this posture, this test of balance. Look in the middle of the mat, engage your core, float the right hand up, hovering that hand, balancing on your left hand, left foot. Take a breath. You've got it. Focus and concentration. Another one. And then right hand can land back down. Right leg goes straight. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Awesome. Left leg lift. Then the left knee, open up that hip, stacking it on top of the right now. Opening up and splitting the legs. So the left kneecap's lifting to the ceiling. Your right heel is pushing to the floor. Feeling a nice stretch through the inner line of the leg. Good. Circle the ankle if you want. Relax your head a little more. Inhale to straighten the left leg, pointing your toes away from you. Exhale, bring that knee all the way to your nose. Take your time here. Look between your hands. Seeing where you're going, plant that left foot between your hands, and then the right knee meets the floor. Keep your right toes curled. Get a good tuck there. Engage your core. Inhale, push and lift up. Stay here. Get a sense of your foundation. Pushing into those right toes, pushing into your left foot so much that you could lift the right leg, right? But we're not gonna. Don't do it. You might want to. It's okay. If you want to, you can totally do it. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just guiding. Everything is your choice. All right, let's bend that right elbow. Grab that elbow with your left hand. Pull that arm behind the head. Press the head against the arm. Take a breath. Exhale, tilt to the left hand side. Awesome. Right glute is tight. You're pushing into those right toes. You're pressing into your left bottom foot. Breathing into the right lung here, flaring those ribs, stretching the skin even. Another couple. Last one. And then inhale to a straight spine, arms, hands to your heart. Awesome. And slowly, left hand to that thigh. Right elbow comes over towards that outer left knee, thigh. We lean into it, right? And then left hand makes a fist, pushes into that right palm, and we twist and rotate. Beautiful work. Deep breath, long inhaling spine. Exhale, twisting the spine. Pressing that elbow into the thigh. Another one. Last one here. Awesome work. Coming back, straight spine, arms come up and sink into your hips now. Just let it go. Full breath in, lengthening the torso. Exhale, sinking, sinking, sinking. One more. And then fold forward. Planting your hands. Move the hips back. Straighten that left leg as much as feels good. Lift the toes. Inhale, lengthen that heart forward. Tailbone back. Exhale, lower. Full breath. Observing what's going on this side. How are you feeling? What's it feel like to even shift a tiny little smidgen? Last full breath. Good. Rebending that knee, bringing your body weight forward. Lift that right knee up. Float that left leg back to three-legged dog, lifting that left hip on top of your right. Circle the ankle if you want. Good. And then look at the middle of the mat. Bring your weight so much on the right hand and the right foot that you could hover your left hand. Right? You've got to get a good little stability there. So maybe your right heel has to come up a little. Maybe that knee bends a little. Steady the breath. Focus and concentration. Feeling the left knee lift. It's okay if that left hand lands. One more. And then left hand, drop it. Lift that left leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath. Open mouth, exhale. Awesome. Another big inhale.
Sigh it out. Bend your knees with an in-breath. Exhale to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Roll to standing. Take your time, roll it up. Back the spine, shoulders rolling back. Inhale, arms circling up. Hands to your heart center. Beautiful work. Full in breath here. And release your hands. Excellent. From here, chair pose. You got it. Bend the knees, middle fingers graze, and right away, arms forward. From here, sink lower, roll the shoulders back. Engage those glutes like you're trying to pull the tail low. That front belly's lifting. Your weight is in your heels. Knees are parallel. You could even lift your yogi toes. Take another breath. Push out of your left foot, lift your right leg up. As you stand, we're balancing on that left leg. Arms go up here too. Exhale, hands to your heart, and then interlace your fingers, wrap them around the front of the shin, and pull that leg in. Around the shin or under the thigh, whatever is most available for you, okay? Lift your heart forward, roll the shoulders back, and engage the belly. Engage that left glute and start pressing out of that standing leg. Take another breath. Now, soften the grip on that leg. Left hand slides to the outer thigh, right hand to your hip. Press that outer right leg into your left hand. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, extend that right arm and twist. Another breath. Now you can stay here. Or lift that knee higher and reach for the outer right foot with your left hand. Get your balance. Slowly extend that right leg long ahead of you. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, twist. Hugging your belly in, right? See how straight that leg could go. It's fine if you want to keep it bent. Good. Another big breath. And then we're going to slowly release, coming back to center, keeping your foot floating, hands to your heart. Excellent. Cross that right ankle over the left thigh, figure four. Hips go back. It's like a single leg chair. Feel the torso drop forward. Weight is still in your left heel. Engage the belly. Hands can come to your wrist, ankle and knee, or on your hips, or hands to your heart still. Maybe you sink your torso a little lower so that the forearms meet that inner shin. And just a few more breaths. See if you can change your gaze to look down so that you can lengthen the back of the neck. Another one. And then control it. Push out of that left leg, float the right leg up. Now extend that leg long, reaching those toes up, hold it. Take another breath, lift it. And then lower that right leg next to the left. Woo! Bow or stand, just mountain pose, no big deal. Take a breath, beautiful work. Exhale it out. Awesome. Chair pose, here we go. Bend the knees, find your feet maybe hip distance or together. Middle fingers graze right away. Arms come forward as you lift your torso. Arms parallel to the floor. Engage those glutes. Weight in your heels. Look at those knees. See that they're behind your toes. Shoulders roll on the back. Palms could even be facing up. Hug the front ribs in. Another breath. Now sink and push out of that right foot to lift the left. Arms come up too, reaching tall. Pressing out of that right foot, suck that right hip in and engage the glute to stabilize. Then our hands come together, interlacing the fingers, opposite clasp. Bring them around that left shin and pull it in. Shoulders rolling back, elbows squeezing in by the side waist. Steady the breath. Good, another one. Soften the grip. Right hand to the outer thigh, left hand slides to the left hip. Inhale, lengthen that spine, lifting your heart. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist and extend the left arm behind. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twisting. Now, lift that left knee, soften your grip. Right hand can reach for the outer left foot. Stay there, get your balance. Lift your chest first. You keep a long spine. Keep that right glute tight. If you want to, extend that left leg longer.
Full breath. Steady breath, steady body. All right, I know you can hear me breathing. Breathe longer. Last one. And then bend that knee, bring that knee in, release this twist, hands to your heart. Extend that left leg longer. Again, lift your heart forward, shoulders over your hips, and then bend the knee and drop that foot. Woo! Shake it out. Inhale, let's flow. Arms come up, back bending. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, plank pose, nice and far. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, cobra, up dog, easy cobra. Exhale, lower. Come back up, downward facing dog. Last down dog here, my friends. Make it your personal best, your strongest, your longest. A few more breaths here. And last full breath. Gaze at your hands. Bring a bend into those knees and then hop or step forward to low squat, malasana. Sinking those hips low, toes are pointing out, elbows slide up to those inner knees, palms meeting, lift your heart, take a breath. Engage your belly. Shoulders and scapula rolling down that back of yours. One more breath. Good. All right, left hand lands in front of those left toes. Inhale, right arm comes up and back, reaching back. Push the left elbow into that knee. Open up your chest. Full breath in. Now flip your right palm behind you. Bring the back of that hand to that left outer hip. Lift your heart again. Engage your belly. And then release. Right arm comes long and forward. Palms meet. Inhale here. Exhale here. Release that right hand, toes in front, or fingers in front of the toes. Lift and lengthen that left arm up and back. Have a little bend in your right elbow. Notice if you're hyperextending. Inhale, lengthen the spine out of the hips. Exhale, twist the body. Another one. The last one here. And then bring it in. Oh, we didn't do it on the other side. If you want to do that little half spine, go for it. Otherwise, plant your hands and we're going to come down onto the feet. Bottoms of your feet meet here. Hands on your shins or ankles. Scoot your hips back one at a time to create space between your heels and your pelvis, okay? So press those legs forward a little bit. Lift your heart center up, lengthening your spine. Exhale, pull your heart center forward towards your ankles. Elbows can start pressing into your inner knees. Lift the heart again as you inhale, pulling your upper back out of the hips. And then exhale, lower a little more. Another breath. 2 more here. And last one. And come all the way back up. Now lift those knees back in, feet on the floor, knees are bent. Move them up, move them forward a little bit. Scoot your bits out from underneath your hips, hands by your side, lift your spine. Let's bring those feet about hip distance or even a little bit closer. Left arm's gonna come up, bend the elbow, hook that left arm on the outer right knee. Oh my gosh, we've been here before, guys, but we were in chair pose. Lift your toes up, now you're on your heels. Now make a fist with your right hand, meet it in that left palm. Inhale, lift your heart up, lengthening your spine, and exhale, twist yourself. You're in an upright seated position, twisting, right? Using the support of that elbow on the knee. Inhale, lengthen that heart up. Exhale, gently twist. Good, and then release, hands to your heart center. Engage your belly. Now, left hand, outer left thigh, right elbow, outer left knee. Meet your left fist against that palm. Lift your heart up. Exhale, twist. Lift as you inhale. Exhale, to rotate. Another one. Awesome. And then come back, hands to your heart, let those legs go long, and then remove the bits out from under. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Rest here, nestle in, relax the head, relax the shoulders. Squeeze the navel in as you're exhaling, so you're getting that belly out of the way. And then start inching one hip back and the other hip back. Create more space underneath you. Couple more breaths. And then we'll roll all the way up. Bend your right knee, bring your right hand a little bit behind you. Reach your left hand for the outer right foot. Now, you can do whatever you want with the direction of your right hand, but start to push into that hand to lift your spine, lifting your heart as well. And then lean back a little, so your hand could even be back here if you want. And then can you straighten into that leg a bit? Okay, so knee stays a bit bent. All about the bit, okay? Just a bit. Keep those left toes lifting. Your right toes are pointing up too. And then let's all bring this right hand behind us, right in the middle of the mat. Press into that hand to lift your heart, and we're twisting. Now, see again, if you can straighten. If you're straight, great. Can you lean back, bending that right elbow? And then come forward. Maybe even letting that foot drop. And then inhale back up and lean back. And then come up and lean forward. Good. And then we'll land here. Bend that knee again if it's not already, right? So if you were doing this, you could also keep the knee bent and then drop that foot down. Let that leg go long. Face forward. Bend your left knee. Grab for that outer left foot. Left hand behind you. Press into it to lengthen that heart up. And then right leg stays strong. Lift that left leg up. See how straight you could get that leg. Inhale to lift the heart again. And then maybe walk those left fingers back a little to allow some space for you to lean back. Feeling a nice little shoulder stretch. Inhale, come back up. Maybe all the way forward, right? So your core is helping you do this movement. Inhale up and back. Core needs to be strong and straight, or strong to keep the spine straight, in a little bit of a rotation. And again. And back. And then come up, bend the knee, foot to the floor. Let that leg go long. Both legs long, arms come forward and up. Exhale, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Pausing right before your shoulder blades meet the floor. Of course, because we're going to do a little core. And then lift the left leg, point your toes away. And then lower it. Lift your right leg, point your toes away, and then lower it. But lift the left leg as you're lowering the right, and then keep doing it. Like you're kicking. You're kicking. Kicking, 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 kicking. Keep going. Go faster. Start to roll the shoulders on your back. Another 2. One more. And pause. Both legs up. Lift your torso up. So tall as you can get. Big inhale. Exhale, melt to the floor slowly and controlled. Arms reach above the head or back behind your head. Point your toes forward, full body stretch. And then release. Bend the knees into your chest. Relax, I just said. I don't know why that was so emphasized. Sorry. So hold on to the knees or shins, rock left to right. Feel that in the outer hips, right? Your hips worked hard for you today. Knee or hands on your inner knees and push those legs apart, half straddle. Circle the ankles. Make it a full straddle, straightening those legs out to the side, to the left and right. Hold on to the inner thighs, pushing those knees apart, pressing those inner thighs down. Take another breath. Bend your knees, bring those knees together. Right foot lands, cross the left thigh over the right thigh. Lift the knees back up and reach for your knees, pulling them in. Then slide your hands down either leg, reach for your ankles, or reverse cow face pose, stretching our outer hips. So yeah, deep breaths here. Try to tuck the shoulders under you, nice long neck as well. Breathing into that stretch. Another one. And then release. Right foot to the floor, uncross the left. Cross the right leg over that left thigh now, and then bring those knees into your chest, holding for the knees. And then slide the hands down your legs, reaching for your ankles or feet. And tuck the shoulders, long neck. Full inhale. Full exhale. Gently pulling, but feeling your tailbone root down at the same time. Nice deep rounds of breath. Last one. Release your feet, left foot to the floor, uncross the right. Bring your feet on the ground and inhale, lift up for bridge pose. Tucking your shoulders under you, just stretching one last time into the front of the hips and your thighs. Few breaths, really pressing those hips up, feeling that nice little stretch on your thighs. Another one. And release your hands if they're interlaced and roll your spine on the floor. Good. Knees together, untuck your shoulders, arms open out to a T, palms down, and windshield wipe your knees to the right and left. Rock them. Good. And then we'll bring those knees back into your chest. Hold on to them, wrap your arms around them, bring your nose up to your knees, squeeze like a tiny little ball. Take a breath in. And exhale, release for your final resting pose, your Shavasana. If you want to bring your legs up a wall, up your couch or a chair, be my guest, especially if you've been sitting all day or on your feet all day. Just as a human, you should throw your legs up the wall. Tuck your shoulders underneath you, arms out to a T or by your side or above your head, wherever feels most natural and comfortable. We'll be here for a couple minutes. So let's go ahead and exhale the stale air out of the body. Open mouth, get empty, squeeze it all out, and then inhale in through your nose. Filling with the deepest breath yet, holding it in, sip it up. And open mouth, exhale. Relaxing the body, the back body, hips, arms, feet, legs. And let your body rest. Let your awareness stay on you, constantly reminding yourself to relax more with your next exhale. Bring your awareness to different parts of the body, one at a time, and just letting that area rest. Again, I'll keep track of time. So enjoy being here with you. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Begin to gently invite movement inside. Thoughtfully rocking your head, thoughtfully moving the feet and hands and the facial muscles, the eyes underneath the eyelids. And then make your way into a full body stretch slowly, thoughtfully. Legs together, toes forward, arms reaching back, stretching and flexing everything. Reach, stretch, flex, reach, stretch, flex. Take a deep breath in. And exhale to relax. And then bend your knees and roll over to your side, whichever side feels good. Use that arm as a pillow. And just think heavily here. And take a moment of gratitude again. Finding maybe something new that you can be grateful for in this moment. Maybe it's just simply these sensations that you have created inside. And that you're the only one that can make you feel this good. And then use your sense of touch and push yourself up to a seated position, crossing your legs or sitting however feels most comfortable for you to find a tall spine. Lengthening the whole front body, shoulders rolling on your back, chin parallel to the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. And an open mouth exhale. Observing the effects of your practice and dedication to self. Bring our palms together, meeting in front of our heart. And we'll begin to rub our palms to generate heat and energy, going faster and faster and faster to feel the heat. And then bring your warm palms, the cup over your closed eyes, barely draping on the rest of your face. Observing that darkness creep in, color beneath the layers of your eyes, heat and energy. Take an inhale here. And exhale slowly and softly, release your hands down your face and rest your palms again in front of your heart. Believe in yourself and do what you are supposed to. Appreciate yourself, enjoy yourself, and love yourself. From my heart to yours, my friends and family, Namaste. Yay. Thank you, guys. Happy Monday.